Hey guys, it's Katie, and this is My Life with vEDS. I had a couple minutes today, and I just wanted to sit down and share some feelings, because feelings are good. Sharing your feelings is good, so here I am, sharing my feelings. I have a cardiology appointment on Friday to get the results of the Holter monitor that I wore for a few weeks ago. So, a little bit of a backstory first. I just like tiny compressed backstory. So, had a TIA in December, and they figured it was a spontaneous dissection, and that was it. I didn't have another one until May. I think it was May 2nd I had another one, and then they called it a low flow TIA, which was like not enough blood getting to your brain. And then I had started eating more salt, and then in the middle of May I had another one. Around this time, I had a diet change too, but middle of May, I had another one, and started wearing compression socks, and stopped taking Benadryl, because I was like, well, maybe Benadryl is causing this somehow, because they were all 3 in the morning. So I went on for a while, didn't have another one, and then on July 4th, I had another one, and my heart raced right before it happened, and I noticed, I think it was the third one, when I went to the hospital, I'm like, shouldn't you guys have a heart monitor on? Because, like, my heart was racing during it, and you know how ERs go. They get really, really busy and stuff, and they didn't have a heart monitor on me. But anyway, that's where I am. So I went to a cardiologist, and I got a Holter monitor, and I wore it for a couple weeks, and get the results on Friday. And in the meantime, I'm sitting here thinking about what it could be, and I know that one of the things that it could be would be A-Fib, with the heart racing, and then the TIA symptoms. A-Fib is atrial fibrillation, and that is where I think it's like the top part of your heart basically like spasms or like flutters really fast, I think. And this is a very, very like medical description, okay? So your heart races. That's pretty much the top of your heart just like flutters or whatever. I'm sure I'm not even getting it right. But it can cause blood clots to form in your heart, and then they get pushed up to your brain, and then you can have a stroke, which is bad. The cardiologist told me that the A-Fib itself is not usually the killer; it's the strokes or the heart attacks. So that's what I'm waiting on the results for. And part of me this whole time has been like, well, I kind of hope it's A-Fib, because then I know what it is, and we can do something about it. And I haven't had any problems really since I stopped the diet that I was doing. I had started keto in like the end of April. And then I kind of have been slowly transitioning off of keto for about 4 weeks now, I think. I started a very slow transition about a week into the Holter monitor, so I didn't want to mess up the data. Yeah, so the hard thing is if I have A-Fib, it's good because I have answers, but I was thinking about it, and most people, I think, with A-Fib get anticoagulants or blood thinners, so that your risk of stroke is like greatly reduced, because your blood can't clot, and therefore when your A-Fib happens, it doesn't form clots to go to your brain. You just have A-Fib. But I don't think I can have blood thinners, because if something ruptures, then I might bleed out. So I'm in a weird place right now, because I kind of want answers, but now I kind of don't. So the other thing that's in the differential would be like hemiplegic migraines. I don't want those. I don't want any of it. I don't want it to ever happen again. I strongly believe that it's A-Fib, but I kind of hope I'm wrong. I'm sure a lot of you have been here. It's a weird place to be, where it's very similar to like when I got diagnosed with vEDS. It's like I knew I had vEDS, I got the confirmation, and suddenly all this stuff in my life was explained. It was amazing, but it really sucks. It's a bad diagnosis to get. So that's where I'm at with it. Sorry about the plane. Still figuring out where the best place is in the house to do these videos, and clearly, can't stop planes from flying, so anyway, that's it. That's where I am, and wish me luck. Keep your fingers crossed for me, or keep me in your prayers, or whatever you do. And I'm gonna try to do more updates periodically, so like try to shoot for once a week again. So anyway, that's it. Hope you all are having a good weekend. I'll talk to you soon.